Abusia Hayeke Black Media. Make sure you like and no comment, no subscribe. Now if you watch the video, no. And some and the some and say I am Manifesto Korea so Sunday water ready. Bawumia can send bebre. Also oba moto about the manna a corruption no obesi no Ghana a very corrupt country. So on the oba corruption and kosubiem obesi ni nyina no kwa okopa adwuma kra ya se just wuchi yesika kakra ansa na ade ya fa na oye bibi ansa na ya fa adwuma ni nyina obesi anokwa ana afen so nsam osa ade to dwabiem ne se ye kan say okopa visa ade etu kwan a o se ya na delay dodo eno nso so obeye hu bibi ade afa ho amagana fo kama ya se obesa create jobs ama youth na yenye adwuma ayede aye uwie school a umetena fie wenye watime wakame mitifie na minya adwuma nye na NPP abai minya adwuma waso ne de ne government de obetena akonwa isu agana fo ya toedi anasa gana fo atoedi one de o maye mmere de epe bia yensa beka uko ya adwuma omere kopa adwuma omere uko school a omere free SHS obesa ahemu kena amaja awofo asum adwo mo eja busia yentie ne manifesto na o maye yentie bi enfamra.
I humbly ask you, ladies and gentlemen, that you hand the steer to me. That you hand the steer to me to usher in a new government, a new management style that will give us additional results. We have to ask ourselves a number of questions in making that choice. If you want someone you can trust to come up with innovative and impactful ideas to transform Ghana, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you want someone with personal integrity who can be trusted to fight corruption, then your choice is Dr. Bawumia. And if the person you have in mind is someone you can trust to work tirelessly and selflessly for Ghana, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you want a leader with a proven record who you can trust to create jobs for the youth, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you are looking for the man who has the vision and the commitment to prepare Ghana for the fourth industrial revolution, the digital revolution, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you are looking for the man who is more committed to protecting and using the natural resources for the benefit of Ghanaians, then the answer is Dr. Bawumia. Who will be more accountable to Ghanaians? A one-term president like my opponent, or a person who can look to a long-term development of Ghana, because he will return to you after 4 years to render an account for the long term? It is Dr. Bawumia. Who can you trust? Who can you trust to protect free senior high school education? The answer is Dr. Bawumia. Who has demonstrated to the development, who has demonstrated a commitment to the development of deprived communities like our inner city communities and the Zongo communities. It is Dr. Bawumia. Who can you trust? Who can you trust to provide bold solutions to improve our economy, create jobs, and improve social protection. It is Dr. Bawumia. Ladies and gentlemen, I am determined to make a difference, a positive difference. I am determined to use the experience I have earned over the last 7 to 8 years from the challenges and the priorities we have tackled, from the successes we have chalked, to the hard work to succeed with you on the priorities that I have laid before you today. I will work for you, with honesty and integrity, with wisdom and decisiveness. I have clarity of mind as to what I want to do from day one as president. I will not ask you for a honeymoon to cool off and think about what to do with the responsibility you give me. I am prepared and ready to serve. You know what I stand for. You know my vision. I believe in the ingenuity of the Ghanaian. Together we can succeed in building a progressive society of possibilities, enterprise, compassion, open opportunities, and shared prosperity for every Ghanaian, born rich or poor, born in the north or the south, born Christian or Muslim, born a girl or a leper or a boy, a leper or a disabled person. I have never been president of Ghana before. Dealing with corruption is my next area of focus. Ladies and gentlemen, all governments have struggled with the canker of corruption in our society. People have been killed for corruption, and people have been jailed for corruption, but yet it persists. My view is that corruption operates in darkness, and we need to deal with it through openness and transparency and through digitalization. Our approach so far has been to deal with corruption after it occurs. My approach is to deal with corruption before it occurs. Digitalization is the vehicle. The Ghana card has enabled us basically to eliminate ghost workers from the Controller and Accountant General payroll, also from the SNIT payroll and the National Service payroll. Using the Ghana card and the elimination of ghost workers in SNIT and the National Service Scheme, we have saved 800 million Ghana cedis in just these two institutions. One of the most potent weapons against corruption is transparency. Many corrupt activities are cash-based. Apart from the obvious benefits of moving in the direction of a cashless society, the literature does indicate that more electronic payments are used in transactions as opposed to cash. The more that is done, the more there is traceability, and therefore the less corruption. I would like to bring Ghana close to a cashless economy in the shortest possible time. So far, the Bank of Ghana has made a lot of progress in this direction by putting in place a lot of payment systems and infrastructure. These include mobile money interoperability, merchant interoperability, the universal QR code payment system, the GH-Link debit card, eSwitch, Ghana Pay. We have put in place the necessary infrastructure to go cashless as a country. Recently, the Bank of Ghana has completed a pilot of the digital version of the Ghana cedi in Sefwiwi or so. This is known as a central bank digital currency, or the e-cedi. The e-cedi is designed to work online and offline and will be launched by the Bank of Ghana in due course. The ECD will be the ultimate weapon in our fight against corruption because it will provide transparency, reduce the risk of fraud, robbery, tax avoidance, and money laundering, since it will be easy to track the movement of money and identify suspicious activity. The ECD will quicken the pace of Ghana's move towards a cashless or a near cashless society. We will also, ladies and gentlemen, implement blockchain technology and smart contracts for secure data exchange and transparent government services. Employing a distributed ledger technology improves transparency and efficiency. This will make all government transactions permanently traceable and not subject to alteration. I want Ghana to be the first country in Africa and one of the few in the whole world to become an all-government blockchain government. Ladies and gentlemen, in the area of care for the elderly, we will pass the An-Aging Act for the care and protection of the elderly. We will promote geriatric care training programs to address the growing need for elder care. We'll implement policies on the establishment of home care, nursing homes, and rehabilitation services, including assisted living and old age community living. We will create elder-specific social assistance schemes to cover those not currently covered by existing programs such as LEAP. In the area of the environment, ladies and gentlemen, we will enhance the protection of our forests and biodiversity hotspots. We will restore our forests through a reforestation program by targeting 30,000 hectares of degraded areas for reforestation and plantation development annually, establishing 1,000 hectares of bamboo and rattan plantations annually for watershed protection and plantation development. We are also going to be providing tree seedlings and plantation suckers in a minimum of 1,000 communities to enhance national reforestation and plantation development programs. We will protect and preserve our water resources by vigorously protecting both surface and underground sources by ensuring that the provisions of the water use regulations are adhered to. We'll protect transborder water sources, notably the Volta River, and we effectively manage all water basins in Ghana. With our mining policy, we believe that we are going to be able to deal with galamsey, and that will help us protect the environment. Ladies and gentlemen, in the area of sports, the creative arts and tourism, we will use tax incentives, including a flat tax, to incentivize private sector investments in sports, tourism, and the creative arts. We'll implement an e-visa policy for all international visitors to Ghana to make visa acquisition fast and convenient for visitors. We will roll out a visa-free policy for all African nationals and all Caribbean nationals visiting Ghana. We will also establish a travel protocol in partnership. We will also, in partnership with the private sector, establish a streaming and digital management platform for Ghanaian content developers in the creative arts. We'll also establish a travel protocol service for the creative community to enable artists, performers, and other creatives honor international performances and shows. We will establish a sports development fund to develop sports infrastructure and talent development and grassroots sports programs, including the revival of Colts football and leagues across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, we will establish a Ghana School Sports Secretariat, which will be an agency under the ministry responsible for sports in collaboration with other stakeholders such as the GES and sports federations. My government will seek school-level collaboration with international sports bodies like the NBA and the NFL to make Ghana a hub for these emerging sports in Africa, to create more opportunities for young people. We have already tried this with the NFL, the governing body for American football. We will, ladies and gentlemen, also upgrade the surfaces of our football pitches to meet the highest international standards. And so we will be seeing an upgrading of the stadia in Kumasi, Accra, Cape Coast, Tamale, and Esipong to make sure that they meet the highest international standards. My government will also implement an effective maintenance module for our sports facilities. We will continue the construction of astroturfs for every constituency to boost the development of our talents, including juvenile football. We have increased astroturfs from 3 that we inherited to over 150 in 2024. We are going to start an Operation Olympics Glory program by dedicating resources towards the preparation of our athletes and their readiness for the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, USA, including where necessary, targeting specific sports for medals. We will support the revival of the Premier League and clubs to improve commercial viability and create related jobs by directing policy through the National Lotteries Authority and the Gaming Commission to establish and fund a sports employment module to assist premier clubs fund operational expenses, including player remuneration. And also we will provide a bus to each Premier League club. And we will build 6 5,000-seater capacity stadia for the new regions, the 6 new regions, and we will build a standard stadium for Sunyani because of their love of football and the many clubs in Sunyani. We will promote school sports by establishing a Ghana School Sports Secretariat to create more opportunities for young people in sports and collaborate with international bodies, as I said, to make Ghana a hub for emerging sports. Ladies and gentlemen, in the area of protecting our borders, we will not compromise on our efforts to ensure Ghanaians feel safe and are free to go about their daily lives. We will therefore continue to keep our borders protected, our communities and neighborhoods also safe. We will complete the 15 forward operating bases at our border frontiers of Ghana. This will allow the military to swiftly respond to any external hostilities and threats posed by terrorists in the sub-region. We will continue equipping Ghana's security services to build their capability in protecting the nation. And we will also focus on equipping the prison service as well as the fire service. We will deepen the cooperation of our neighboring states and the international community in the fight against violent extremism. We will recruit and deploy 20,000 more security personnel to enhance the visibility and strengthen the human resources of our security services. To make our neighborhoods safe, we are going to roll out 50,000 more anti-crime cameras, the CCTVs. And so far, we have rolled out about 11,000 CCTVs, but many districts and regions, many district capitals and regional capitals are not fully covered. So we ask national security to undertake an exercise to tell us what is needed so that we can see what is happening in every public street, in every regional capital and every district capital every day and every night. They came back and told us they needed 50,000 cameras, CCTVs, for us to be able to accomplish that directive. And my government will provide the 50,000 CCTV cameras so that we have complete visibility in all our regional capitals and all our district capitals to basically make sure that if you commit a crime, we are going to catch you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll also roll out more body cameras for the police and other logistics. I believe that we can find, ladies and gentlemen, a broad, find broad contours of a national development plan for which we can find consensus in areas such as education, healthcare, industrialization, and so on. I will support such a consensus national development plan. Specifically, I propose that we can amend Article 87 of the 1992 Constitution, as well as the NDPC Act, Act 479, to mandate political manifestos, political party manifestos, and consequently the economic and social policies of governments, as well as budgets, to be aligned to agreed broad contours in specific centers. The current constitution was designed for political stability, and it has achieved that. We need to amend it with the help of Parliament to align it more to national development. In that context, we are committed to the process to amend the 1992 Constitution through public consultation, with key emphasis on the election of MMDCs to deepen democratic decentralization, ex gratia, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to build a nation that cares for and invests in the vulnerable, like persons with disabilities, the aged, the street kids, the lepers, cerebral palsy patients, and so on. In cooperation with faith-based institutions and the private sector, my government will also focus on special needs. To start with, we will recruit 1,000 special needs teachers and retrain teachers on how to work with special needs students. We will also train more speech and language therapists and occupational and behavioral therapists. We will also set a quota for the recruitment of persons with disabilities in all government recruitment, and also provide incentives for the private sector to recruit persons with disabilities. Now to the youth of our country, kindly lend me your ears. I have been to you, and I have listened to your concerns and soaked your aspirations. I want to assure you that I am for you. Our nation is at a crossroads. We are preparing to elect a new president in December 2024, and I believe I will serve you better as your next leader. I am a problem-solving leader. In the last 7 years, I have, with the blessings of President Nana Akufo-Addo, led and championed initiatives to address some of the fundamental problems in the public service delivery area. I possess the integrity you require in your next president. I believe that the Almighty has blessed me with a fortitude of character to ensure the implementation of bold solutions for our future. My track record of public service and in international development is public knowledge. My entire career, from academia through to the Bank of Ghana, the African Development Bank, and my current role as Vice President, has been anchored on competence, diligence, and efficient and effective management skills that have contributed to my ability to see projects through to completion. I am determined to make your future my business if you give me the mandate to serve you. My proven ability to manage and deliver results professionally and transparently sets me apart from the rest in the race. As an experienced professional with unblemished national and international credentials, I am ready to bring that expertise to bear on national governance with the sole motivation to transform. The NPP delegates resoundingly gave me the mandate to lead the party based on my performance and the delivery of major signature projects and programs and vision. Given these and my verifiable personal integrity,
Ebusiana nsema yeko so luncheon ya okọ luncheon otakrade enura da kwese da 18 August nsema okakeka na manifesto na sem eno no ose eja oba Ghana for emre corruption no besi free SHS obehye kena obe crazy jobs baby a obi abenya adwuma ye uwie school a wonti na fie kamia ese adwuma ne de bebre ko ebebu Ghana for na adwuma de ebenya bia ya nkasa enti yento aba emfama Bawumia Ghana for monto mfama na moto aba ma na amombre mubenya light bill say obetete so de amamo de mu pe bia obeya amamo enti osra mo osmo nso no nya de enhwe na aba ne ente se ebinum de no ti ye nso no enhwe Black Media ne subscribe ne like it na comment ne share video no na obi foforo enya bi enhwe na afi na wo share your channel ya na wo notification bell no se na ebe ya update bi aso form a waso ensi won wan ne be ba be so mo abusia edi am just so epiese na so